Hey, what's up? It's Taka here. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. I've been focusing on developing a new version of Inkdrop, which is version 6. And I'd like to share my take on using Agentic coding today, because I've been using Cloud Code in my workflow. And as you might have seen in the my past videos, I've tried to build a simple tool using Cloud Code, and the first attempt was a failure. I miserably failed to use Cloud Code, and the next attempt was successful. So yeah, it was fun, and since then I've been using Cloud Code in my workflow for developing Inkdrop. This is the Markdown editor, and so this is a development build. And the next version will support command palette. And it isn't just a command palette, it also supports searching, notebook, and it also search database, tags, and it supports fuzzy search and fuzzy matching. And you can navigate through the table of contents, headings, sections, which is cool, right? And also you can run you've got a bunch of commands. So yeah, this is so cool, and I can't wait to release it. I'm currently preparing for release to release the first canary version of the version 6. So stay tuned. Okay, so let's get back to the main story. Yes, so I've tried Cloud Code, and yeah. So so why? Yeah, and actually, these agentic AI tools changed my perspective on app development. So it actually made programming fun again for me. That is incredible. That's because so my product is 9 years old. So running such a long-lived product is super duper hard. So as even it's so it has it has much technical depth, because I first imported a large portion of the Atom editor. So Atom editor is one of the popular text editor at the time. It's like 10 years ago, and so this is like a VS Code, and this is the mother of the Electron, the browser-based framework, app framework, and unfortunately, it has been sunset in 2022. So since then, many of the dependencies that the Atom editor team created has stopped to be maintained. So my app heavily relied on these libraries, so I had to replace them with the modern alternatives. So this has been so hard. I've been working so hard to replace one by one, and so this is like so this approach works pretty good when I started Inkdrop project, because I could quickly support comprehensive features like key maps, commands, theming, and things like that. That would be required as a text editor, and but since the Atom editor is sunset, I can no longer stand. I'm no longer able to stand on these giants. So this is so hard. I nearly gave it up. And recently, I came across Cloud Code and other AI tools. So yeah, so this changed the game entirely for my project. And so since everyone has been already using agentic tools, I assume that it is easy to use for me because I have a lot of experience on programming, and it should be easy to use these AI tools. But I was wrong. So that the first attempt, I tried to build a simple tools for building a RAG, the retrieval augmented system, and for my knowledge base. And yeah, I miserably failed to build it because I tried a one-shot prompt to build a complete project, but Cloud Code kept generating wrong code, like unexpected code, unexpected behavior, broken code, and that generates a lot of errors. And I had to tweak the generated code that was not good. And I realized that without careful prompts, context management, or deep oversight, vibe coding could easily lead to dysfunctional code. And after that, after posting this video, I've got a lot of feedback from the my audience. Thank you so much. And that was so helpful. And I summarized these comments here. So I'm going to read it. So the first, don't go in blindly, plan well. So define a detailed spec and break it into small deliverables. And tackle one task at a time, using the tests to verify each part before moving on. Ask Claude to help craft prompts as well. Prompt engineering matters. Thank you, Jessos 189. That's right. So since then I carefully plan what to ask to the AI tools. So I even write an entire note on Inkdrop to ask. The second point is the vibe coding works best when used for boilerplate, small automation, legacy code, and tasks you don't care to write by hand. That's exactly right. So AI is trained by a large amount of data. And so AI is good at doing tasks that a lot of other people have already done. So AI is not good at creating new novel ideas or creating things that anyone has not been seen yet. Yes, so it's good at ask for simple tasks that would be like popular or main. Yeah, very easy or beginner tasks. Yeah. And the third point is don't replace yourself, augment yourself. The better you understand what you're doing, the less vibe coding you'll want to do. AI is good at execution, not intuition. Use it to speed up, not take over. Yeah. So AI can do. So AI tools can do very basic tasks. So I should focus on other unique tasks. So you shouldn't try to do everything with AI tools. That's the answer, I guess. And the fourth point is start with a clear structure. Begin with a to-do list or roadmap. Separate work into phases like scaffolding, features, test, polish. Yeah, so I guess it would be good to use Cloud Code to plan the tasks. And the fifth point is manage expectations. So AI struggles with large or complex code bases, fine-grained control over behavior, non-standard tools or stacks. Yeah, but it is probably not right, because you can let AI tools read the documentation to understand how to use these non-standard tools or stacks, so you can avoid these issue. And I've read some articles like this one. Yeah, this is super helpful, so you should read them. Then, and in the next attempt, I successfully built RAG tools for myself with Cloud Code. That was amazing. So since then, I've been often use Cloud Code as my coding assistant for Inkdrop. So it is like an intern developer, having an intern developer. So I've been solo. Yeah, I've been developing this app alone. But having AI agent is like having an intern developer, which is interesting for me. Then, yeah. So what I've learned. So what I did with Cloud Code in my project. I found that the key to using AI agents is motivation. So it helps you stop procrastinating on boring tasks. So I've got a lot of boring tasks, and I tend to procrastinate these tasks. But as mentioned, AI is pretty good at doing tasks that many people have done in the past. If there is a boring task, such as boilerplate, small automation, legacy code, or one you don't care to write by hand, AI can solve it pretty quickly and neatly. Yeah, that's what I've seen. And I found myself feeling so good after finishing these boring tasks using Cloud Code. It frees up my working memory, so I feel like fresh up. I feel like refreshed. That's cool. So I have fewer headaches now. So in my case, I had too many boring but inevitable tasks to do due to the duplication of the atom editor. For example, there are two important parts. First is IPM. IPM is an Inkdrop package manager that lets you install and remove or publish Inkdrop packages. I mean plugins. So Inkdrop is a highly extensible markdown editor, so you can add features or improve existing features by installing custom plugins. And build a pipeline. Yeah, so there is a bloody complicated custom build pipeline built by Atom Editor. So it consists of a bunch of shell scripts and grunt tasks. And yeah, I thought it is nearly impossible to replace with the standard build tools like Electron Builder or Electron Forge. So I nearly gave it up. But these two parts, yeah. So and besides these two parts depend on each other. So I had to migrate them at the same time. Feeling down. So I had been procrastinating on that. However, I won't explain the details here, but I managed to replace the old IPM with a modern and simpler implementation. A modern and simpler implementation, and managed to replace the Atom's build pipeline with Electron Builder. By letting Cloud Code analyze it, analyze the existing system, and plan the migration steps, and create a boilerplate for me. Yeah, this is so helpful. So for me, for example, here is yeah. So for example, here is the report that Claude Code generated. And this is the migration. This is the current build system analysis, and it planned the migration steps for Electron Builder. So yeah, it says that currently it uses Grunt and my custom package and the Electron Packager and the Webpack 5 Electron Build, like so. Yeah, and there are a bunch of platform-specific requirements. So there are two candidates I was considering, and Electron Builder and Electron Forge. And Claude Code says Electron Builder is better than Electron Forge in my project. So I decided to go with Electron Builder. And so it says it recommends Electron Builder because these reasons. And it generated an example configuration. And next, I asked Claude Code to create a boilerplate for Electron Builder. So things like that. That was so helpful. This was a life-changing experience for me. So what I've learned. So I think AI is like a bullet train, Shinkansen. So it's basically for common tasks. Because some people say AI is useful and some people disagree. I think that's because they don't understand its characteristics very well. AI generates code so fast, and that you might think coding is no longer a bottleneck. Then reviewing it becomes a new bottleneck. This is a common misunderstanding of AI, I think. And so think of AI as a bullet train. You can get to popular cities pretty fast. However, you can't enjoy the views closely from the train because it's too fast. So the view is moving so fast, and you can't enjoy the views closely. And you can't get to the exact place you want to go. You only can get to the large hub stations, right? So if you are on the Tokaido Shinkansen, you can only have a few seconds to enjoy Mount Fuji from far from the place far from Mount Fuji. So it's like very small in the window. And you still have to transfer to a local train, bus, or taxi to visit the specific places, like temples, hotels, things like that. And similarly, AI tools don't let you look into details that AI generated because it generates too fast. And you may feel boring to read line by line. Me too. And the AI tools don't let you create the exact things you imagine because it can't infer your thoughts perfectly. And you can't understand the process of why AI ended up generating the result code, especially if you are not familiar with the language that AI outputs. It is impossible to understand the details. So I'm not familiar with Golangs. So if AI starts generating code in Golang, it's nearly impossible to fully understand what output the result code does. To improve the quality, you still have to fix minor errors, adjust spacing, wording, refactor the code structure. It is. So refactoring code is not what the AI is good at yet. And you will notice that those who overpraise AI tools do just what AI tools are good at, like get you to a popular place like a bullet train. People who dislike AI tools try to see, and on the other hand, people who dislike AI tools try to see Mount Fuji closely from a byte train, which is impossible, right? And since AI is just a tool, like Shinkansen, you still need other tools or manual coding to make exactly what you want. So our bottleneck hasn't changed. Your creativity and craftsmanship. No matter how AI it gets smarter, our organic skills always matter. But I'm excited about this. So while letting AI do chores and boring tasks, I can enjoy adding new features like command palette, and implementing novel things that AI doesn't know yet. This is so complicated, right? It supports multiple sources like commands, notebooks, tags, contents that AI can't generate. I learned this by reading CodeMiller's internal modules, that is auto-completion module. It is so complicated. So let me show you. Auto-complete CodeMiller GitHub. Yeah. So I've read these source codes like this. It is a museum level code. So Marjum is super smart. He can't be replaced with AI in the next 100 years. Yeah, this is the collection of wisdom of the code. Very, very useful. And yeah, so how it works, you can understand how it works in the CodeMiller. And it supports multiple sources like, so because CodeMiller is the code editor, and it should support properties, functions, global variables, or LSP identifiers, or things like that. Yeah, it is so complicated, but I managed to replicate the feature on my note-taking app. I'm so happy I managed to do that. Yeah, so that's it. What do you think? The AI is useful. I enjoy using it. And yeah, and I can now enjoy adding new features and improving the core features. Yeah, I can't wait to release this new version. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Have a productive day.